Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So my chair's getting more and more squeaky by the day, so I think I really need to do something about this. It's literally like, it drives me insane. I don't know if it drives you folks insane, but it drives me insane. So I may have to change it. So what we're going to talk about today, as you can see from the title of the video, we're going to be talking about validators. How many have upgraded, if we can get the data on who's upgraded, when they upgraded, and things like that. Now, I want to start with my phone call I had late last night with Vegas. And Vegas was explaining to me that there's going to be a rally. And it's going to be a rally to pretty much just start getting everybody to install V21. Now, how many do we know on a percentage scale that we really have? From what Zardar told us that time, it was around 70%. And from what Vegas has made me aware of, it's still around that 70% mark, and pretty much they would need, I think, for it to go swimmingly well, I think they need around 66 to 71%. And there is there's a picture floating about which explains all of this in a flow diagram and the outcomes depending on what happens. So as far as I'm aware, and from what I can see and from the other people I've spoken to, today is like the beginning of everything starting to fall into place. Now, as to how long it takes to upgrade to V21, from what I've been made aware, it's as simple as just downloading a package and installing it on your node. It's pretty simple. It does it all for you. Now, how many do we know have upgraded? We don't. Anyone who thinks that they do, I'm shocked if they've been getting good data and reliable data, and I'd like to know who from. But from as far as I'm aware, and the website developer that I work with for LUNCPenguins, we can't find that data anywhere. We don't know who's upgraded to V21, and we don't know when they did it, if they did do it. And we have tried many different ways to try and gain this data, and it's not something you can actually query the system for. And it's not always as easy getting certain bits of data, and that's why the LUNCPenguins website is so important, because it does provide a lot of that information. Now, going over to the actual staking list, and we see all of these stakers, we see all of these nodes which are run by validators, and each one plays a key part. And as you can see, all nodes are at the top. That's where I'm going to be getting our node from for our community burn node. Now, you need to remember that each one of these have basically kept the shop going without any customers coming, no new customers coming, no customers returning, nothing like that. They've just literally been running at a loss, and there's all these things going around. And Fatman Terror is one of them that say that they're just using the Lunk community as an exit runway for them, and that's just not the case. These guys could have, I mean, cut tail and run a long time ago, but they haven't. And we need to always remember that these 85 active validators have done nothing but support the chain. And without all of these validators, V21 would not be happening, because what a lot of people get, you see that issue, don't you, where people are saying, well, it's run by Do Kwon and it's a dictatorship, it's not a governance. And it just goes to show that if each one of these validators, we need them to update to V21, it goes to show that the validators run the chain, and it's not a dictatorship, it's a governance. And it's probably one of the best governance systems I've ever seen out there. It works very well, and it was working incredibly well prior to the capitulation event. So yeah, as to transactional volume on chain, as you can see, it's been picking up, and we're at 76.27 billion as of the 9th. It runs 2 days, I think, behind, so you always have 2 days missing. So it is going up, as you can see. It's sort of, but as we get closer and closer to that ultimate goal of staking, you will see a lot more transactional volume, because a lot of people are actually scared to move their coins to the Terra Station wallet. And I mean, your coins are at risk wherever you've got them. There's always that risk, but your coins on a CEX, you don't have the monomics to your wallet. meaning that you don't actually have the keys to your wallets. You own the coins, they're in your wallet, but you don't hold the monomics to that wallet. So it kind of overthrows it, because when you have a Terra Station wallet, it has monomics, meaning that you own the wallet, you own the coins inside. It couldn't be taken from you. An exchange couldn't do you for anything and take those coins away, or they couldn't hide them from your wallet like we saw with crypto.com during the blockchain halt, so to speak. And as far as I'm aware, there's not going to be a blockchain halt either for everything that's going on. Now, folks, I want to know what your opinion is on the LUNACLASSIC community pool, okay? Do you believe we should be burning 35% of this every month? Because if you've watched the AMA with myself, Vegas and Raider, we've all stated that it's just not, it's not feasible. It's just not, it's pointless. And that's the best way to put it. It's a pointless burn. We could do so much more having a treasury, having a community pool, and people will be able to put up community pool spend proposals. And it's just, it's silly to burn this. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, we need to just burn it all. We need to burn it all. It doesn't always work like that. And there's always this fallback, isn't there? And that argument between what will bring the price up more, burning or utility. And my opinion is both, but more utility, because if you bring enough utility to a blockchain or to a coin, right, there won't be enough coins to go around. And it's that simple. And SHIB in itself is has a monumental amount of coins in the market, yet they hold number 15, and they sort of tread between 14, 15 and 16, and they go up and down. But there's really not a huge deal of utility out there for SHIB. I know a lot of the SHIB army beg to differ, and they've been brainwashed, but there's not a huge amount of utility out there for it. So yeah, it just goes to show, if you apply these these numbers to our coin, apply their market cap to our coin, it comes out quite nice. And we don't need, like, people are like, $1, $1. Yeah, everybody wants that. We all want it, but we've got to be a realist in this situation. And what a lot of people don't understand is, if it even hit a penny, a lot of people would probably be made millionaires. And it's that simple. And what people need to do is, when they're like, when can it get to $1? When $1? Can someone tell me when we're likely to see $1? What you need to sit and ask yourself is, how much is the market cap? Okay, it's 6.9 trillion coins. So if I times 6.9 trillion by $1, I'm going to have $6.9 trillion, right? So that means that your market cap would be $6.9 trillion. And as you can see here, Bitcoins isn't even at $1 trillion. I mean, it's at $500 billion, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's at $500 billion. So it just goes to show that we don't need to see the $1 mark to see good price reflection. And if you want my opinion on all of this, and this is just how I'm going to end the video, and my opinion is we're out of this stagnation period. Everything's going to start falling into place, and a lot of people are going to start seeing positive movement. Once all of the validators are able to do what they were doing before, they're going to be bringing so much goodness back to the chain. And this is what it's all about, because each validator has their own community. They have their own plans and their own way of doing things. And the validators themselves do so much more than just validate and provide staking options. They bring so much new things to the chain, projects and all sorts of cool things like that. So folks, let me know what you think about all of this. And if you haven't seen the video on Save the Moon coin, I know it sucks, I know it's a negative video, and I know it's not what you want to hear, but do go in, do listen to that video. It's not just solely about Save the Moon. We speak about some other stuff in that video, but do make sure that you're aware of current situations, that they're not responding and they're not replying to my DMs, and we don't know what's going on. So folks, stay safe out there, okay? It's not financial advice, and we will catch you in the next one. Sure.